shall we? Welcome to YB Entertainment TV. Yes, God. Okay, if you haven't done so by now, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share because we all know that sharing is caring, bitch. Okay. And if you want to take it a step further, okay, to support, hit that notification bell. That way you'll be updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. Okay. Um, Welcome to all the new people. I see, the subscribership and channel engagement is climbing. So yes to the God, honey. I'm here for it. Thank you guys so much. I'm always dropping shit, and it's gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be funny. I'm gonna give you a third eye comedic perspective. Okay. From all things ranging from web series reviews, different thoughts, different shit, current events, entertainment, all that good stuff. Okay. All right. This isn't going to be a review, so to speak. I'm just going to point some things out because this episode exposed a lot, and I didn't get a chance to watch the uncut version that was aired on Sunday. Um, but I saw a little piece of what was going on at the whole the Last Supper, bitch, or the Last Birthday, or whatever you want to call it, honey. Um, I have some thoughts, and I'm just going to keep it real. And I know that us as reviewers, we're supposed to stick to what we see in the show. And I'm actually technically, this is my assessment is going to be based on what I saw. Okay, I'm just going to take it a step further, and I think it's important. So, season 4, episode. What is this? Episode 6 of Chasing Atlanta. Chasing Atlanta. I love that. Atlanta. Yes, God, honey. Let's get into some stuff because we got to talk about it. I want to point this out. In the beginning of this episode, we see Oliver cussing out Travis and telling him to hurry the fuck up. First and foremost, that was so disrespectful. If I was Travis, I would have pushed you down the motherfucking stairs. Don't disrespect me. I'm my own person. I drove here. I came here on my own accord. Bitch, I know what I'm doing. You're the one that's the scary ass bitch in this situation, trying to hurry and scurry and make sure you got all the big girls around you. That way you don't get hit in the fucking melee of it all. Okay? Another thing I want to point out is Troy going off on Oliver, which I felt like was correct. But the master manipulator that Oliver is, y'all fell right into the plot. You fell right into it, so I don't know why you guys are surprised. Oliver standing on this soapbox of hypocrisy. Girl, you don't give a fuck about the community. You only care about yourself. Just be honest. I would rather you be real about it. You are a self-preservation type of bitch. And it's okay because everyone serves their purpose in life. And that just is your purpose, to serve yourself by any means necessary. Even if it means throwing girls under the bus, even if it means creating situations and manipulating situations to the point where you don't even look like you had a hand in it at all. You are the innocent bystander in the filth that you created. And I admire your intellectual prowess. I admire that about you, but I see through it. And you want to sit here and talk about how you don't have time for fighting and you're going to call the police and you have a brand to protect and all of these other companies. Girl, please. You didn't care about that when you created the mess, when you involve yourself in the mess. And then you get on these green screens and these confessionals and you have the nerve and audacity to be totally belligerent and irate and totally disrespectful and overtly shady to the girls. But in person, you trying to act like you're some peacekeeper coming to, bring unity to the girls. Girl, I would rather you just admit that, girl, I'm here for me and me only. I can give a fuck about these hoes. I would rather you just say that. Yeah, we'll read you for filth and call you a self-centered, narcissistic bitch, but at the end of the day, we would respect you for standing in your truth. But I may be wrong. That's just how I'm viewing this. Drop down in the comments and let me know if, that's a shared view or if I'm the only one. Okay, let's talk about it. Girl, there's so much here. Dominique, I want to point you out real quick. I admired you for this episode. I have not seen it for you, and I'm still on the fence. And I know you don't give a fuck. We've heard you say those things multiple times. You don't give a fuck. And that's wonderful. But I do want to point out that you were reaching with Travis, and when the girls get in the confessionals and they give their perspective on the so-called drama, and we hear that on multiple occasions we've seen each other, you could have voiced your concerns at those times. And he said, we're in the middle of 2020 and this happened last year. I'm tired of people trying to bring old beefs to life when all they deserve was death. There was no reason to continue on with this whole Travis pulled me down thing. Girl, get over it. And I'm the type of bitch, and I've always been this way in my younger life, even much so as I become older. If I have a problem with someone and they did something in that moment, I'm addressing it in that moment. It's nothing to pull one of the girls to the side and say, hey, look here, X, Y, and Z offended me. You know what I'm saying? It's not to be, it's this grown people shit. Again, communication is key in these types of situations. But the fact that she was like, oh, I sense him from Alabama, I could really fuck with Travis. But throughout the whole season so far, all you've done is disrespect Travis and act like you said it yourself. You don't see it for the bitch. That's what you said. Never once did you come off and say, well, I think I can see myself being friends with her if we can get over this little issue that I have. Not once did you make it seem like she would be a good Judy for you. But in his face, it's a whole other story. Like, oh, I can really see myself fucking. When people do that, I notice that they're just doing that because they don't want the real confrontation. They're not, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like people like that either. Let me know how you feel up front, honey. Don't sit here and try to, address me and also try to back it up with throwing a soft blow type of tea, by trying to make it, cute. Like, oh, girl, I could see myself being friends with you, but bitch, girl. No, Popeye the Sailor Man with the little hats and stuff you had on. Anyway, but another thing I wanted to point out is that I do like the fact that you were playing referee. When the girls ran outside and Dominique was trying to get tripods out of his trunk, child, Lord help us all. Kendra and them, bottles was breaking and shit, child. Like the girls was trying to go full, ratchet on a bitch. But can we be honest here? Nothing was going to really happen. Look at all those people that were there to break this shit up. In Dario's team, plus everybody else on the cast. Rico looking like someone just drugged him for his whole life. Energy force, girl. Like, girl, the force will be with you, Luke. Okay, he was tired, girl. Okay. I get it. You got your ass knocked out with a chair. So I get it. You tired and you kind of dazed and confused. I understand. But let's be real. Nothing really was going to extremely blow up. I'm with Troy on this situation. Fuck the police. And how dare you, Oliver, you want to talk about unity and black gays and all this type of shit, and you want to call yourself an advocate. But at this time, especially within the last 10 years, having the police called on your fellow brother or sister, bitch, knowing damn well how it's been turning out so far, that's fucked up. And I'm with Troy. We don't call the police around here. We handle shit our motherfucking selves. Don't start nothing, bitch. It won't be nothing, bitch. Plain and simple. You won't even have to worry about the police or getting your fucking ass whooped if you just shut the fuck up. How about that? Okay? So I'm with Troy on that, child. But what I'm not with Troy is yelling out things you can't back up, like, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Bitch, what? No one believed you in that moment. It lacked conviction. It lacked sincerity. It lacked everything. But I get it. You were pissed off in the moment. So you're going to say things to, try to let it be known, girl, that you about some type of life. You did way more than Oliver did. He just slid into the back. And then he trying to let you know how motherfuckers talk shit. This is what I don't like about this motherfucker. Let me just keep it real. Oh, girl, but we got to do this. And if that bitch does this, that bitch is done, and talking all this shit about it. If it happens again, I'm going to have to do such and such. Girl, you're one of those popping off motherfuckers after the fact. Where was all of that rah, rah, rah when Wayne the Pain and Kendra was slinging? Well, they were being slung at some point, child. But, girl, where were you at? Child, Dominique got hit and he walked away politely, Child, Oliver, you ain't about that life, girl. It is what it is, but not everybody is meant for that. But don't call the police because we already know how that happens. A big group of black gay men, you know what I'm saying? Child, we don't want to know what that outcome is going to be like. And then Kendra's going to go the fuck off and get everybody killed. Girl, the fuck? Child, I can see Kendra right now. Kendra remind me like Cleo from Set It Off, girl. She will go out with a bang, honey. I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. Let's talk about some things real quick. I'm here for Lauren, and at least, even though a lot of this stuff may be fabrication, fallacies, and fuckery, fakery, fraudulence type of tease, at least she's showing work. At least she's doing what she needs to do. My advice to you, Lauren England, if this is real, tell me it's real. If this is real, girl, and it's a real business situation, you need to hire a professional business manager. Because that conversation that you had with Chow Young Fat Honey, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, bitch, I was like, if this is how you talk and you conduct business, then I see why things fail for you. You need to either do the research yourself or you need to hire someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. Because I would hate to see you tank this $5 million deal. And apparently they see it for you on every front because they've not only invested in you as a hair care situation, salon or whatever, they've invested in you as the brand completely because they're putting up coins for music videos and shit. All right. I guess they see it for you. So I just want you to do the right thing this time around. That way, child, by the time we get to the reunion, we hickory dickory dock, the mouse went up the clock and then fell and broke his ass because the bitch wasn't doing what they supposed to do. Okay? I want to see y'all win and stay there. You know what I mean? Another situation I wanted to point out is Rico and his friend having a conversation about, Rico about to lose his mother. First of all, my heart goes out to you. That was one moment that I definitely lived for, to see, child, when we can humanize the kids, when we get to see the things that are really affecting them. And, I love to see things like that. Real raw emotion. And, Rico, I love you. And I'm happy you're here this season because you add a balance. And I live for that. I think people need to really pay attention to what he said and how he said it. You can go to Atlanta, and it's not even just about Atlanta. It's our community as a whole. It's hard to find friendships and real friendships, authentic friendships. You know what I mean? People who you can really have that type of conversation with. And the fact that you've been in Atlanta for X amount of time and you still haven't been able, that says a lot. And I'm with you on that because I was there for about 5.5 years, and the gays are a mess. They are a mess. And I don't want to speak in general because, I don't want to, but it's the truth though. I hate to say it, it's hard to trust any motherfucking body for that matter, especially with your tea, with your emotions, with your vulnerabilities. Like, girl, it's hard because these girls are too worried about superficial bullshit. They're too worried about, girl, the next who's gonna wear the baddest outfit or steal the baddest outfit or scam the baddest outfit, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a mess, so I get it, but I do suggest we need friends that we not only are on the phone with. So I think all of the emotion finally came out because you had a familiar face who you trusted enough to break down like that with. And that's where all of it came, all that built up because you haven't been able to be confident enough to reach out to any of the kids the way you did your homeboy. That's a lot of emotion. I don't want to see people keep that in because that can lead to all kinds of other little mental distresses, girl. Okay, I don't want you falling into the darkness, girl. You know, they say the devil dwells in dry places. We need you happy and healthy, girl. Get you some Cheerios. Okay. I want to get this all out. Okay, I'm all out. Okay. I'm going to spend the next couple minutes saying this. For the rest of this episode, for the entirety of the episode, for the entire cast, we see there are a lot of broken people here. We see the capacity for love and acceptance and unity. We have seen it. The part of that uncut version that I saw that pissed me the fuck off and why I didn't want to watch it anymore was because we got a good 10 minutes of the girls sharing and actually not cussing each other out for once. So we would have rather showed chairs and fighting and bullshit. But when we see that at the table, there was opportunity. Not just opportunity, it was real, it was there. And then we see, moving on, a therapy session where we put down our walls. We put down our goddamn force field. We power down our fucking walls, bitch. And we realize that through conversation, shout out to the Yes God Roundtable, bitch. Through conversation and revealing so that we can heal, amen, we find out we have more in common than we ever would have thought. So when you put the catty nature to the side, when you forget all of the superficial, stereotypical bullshit, when you throw that all away, you start to peel back that fat ass layer that is an onion. You start to realize, God damn, bitch, we could be sisters. We could be brothers. Soldiers in arms, bitch, walking side by side. Oh, isn't that fucking crazy? I loved this episode because of that. Because of that. And it's not just about T.S. Kendra, Dominique, or Oliver, any of these motherfuckers. It's about everyone in our motherfucking community. We got to start doing better. We got to start being less afraid of being vulnerable. Cast away that filthy shell that's binding you to this fucked up notion that the community is only going to accept you because you're a shady, fabulous bitch. That's what I took away from this episode. Tear down those walls of fear, honey. We're all on the same level. Ain't none of us higher or lower than the next. We are all on the same level. And if we just put down our petty grievances and we actually look at each other for who we really are, which is human, because we all got fucking feelings, bitch. All of it, we ain't no stone cold hoes all the time. There are those brief moments in your life where you sit down and you're just real. You're one with yourself, therefore you are one with everyone else around you. Because we all can relate. Even if we don't understand that particular situation, we've been in that state of mind or in that, circumstance or situation before. When you really think about it. That's the kind of commentator that I am. That I know a lot of bitches don't like it, but I don't give a fuck. Because I'm trying to create real impact in this community. And I know a lot of people think that my shade hits below the belt, but I do that because I want you to reflect. That is what you represent. And when you look past the person you see in the mirror, you start to see, damn, bitch, we're just like everyone else. This show is not singular and dedicated to one individual. It is dedicated to multiple individuals. which is called a group. Now, I went elementary school on you whores for a reason, because I want you to understand that. The focus is the group. So yes, Lauren England may be doing what the fuck she needs to do, but girl, you're obsolete because you're not part of the group. So we see y'all have the capacity to really come together and put all that bullshit aside to become greater than yourselves. Because we all have struggle and strife. We all know what that plight is like. So I don't understand, again, like I said in my last review, why we keep on being these overt. Yes, it can be for entertainment, but we don't have nothing for us, y'all. Think about the years. All these web series, ain't none of y'all got a deal yet on mainstream, and you wonder why. And this goes for all of y'all motherfuckers. Because you won't all come together to create your own network because you're too busy in competition with each other, which I get in some sense. You know, but y'all are some shady motherfuckers. Let's keep it real. 4 or 5 years, web series have been in existence and doing very well on the platform. But why haven't we seen a deal inked yet for the mainstream? You wonder why. We're just there. We're always just there. Aren't we tired of being just there? We want to be over there, bitch. Hallelujah. And the only way to cast down every stronghold, sickness, and poverty must cease, honey, and to make the devil truly defeated and to know that we are blessed in the city and in the field, ho. The only way to know those things is if we just push through. Unity. Again, I know y'all don't want to hear that bullshit, but it's the truth. Don't listen to these children. Don't listen to these trolls and these sorry, raggedy bitches that sit at home. Because there's more of them than there is of us. Don't let those numbers fuck your direction up. Let the people like me that actually are invested and actually give a fuck about each and every one of these people, the product, the fucking production, all of that stuff, because I can see this being on some major shit. But we got to do the work. What's the point of having the same show that has the same aesthetic as everything else out here on the mainstream reality TV networks? Can we be real? I'm done. This is long as fuck. But I just wanted to give that breakdown and assessment. Love the episode. Appreciate y'all for sharing your vulnerabilities. Hopefully in the upcoming episodes, we do see that change is in the air, but I highly doubt that. Girl, let's get it together. Let's get it together. We see that y'all can make it happen. Okay? Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing is caring, hitting that notification bell as well, honey. Okay. That way you'll be updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. And yeah, guys, be blessed and never stressed. And if I missed anything, feel free to get in the comments and let me know. I'm a tired ass bitch and I'm a forgetful asshole. So let me know. Take care, guys. Bye.